I like weird stuff. G'day. Specifically, I mean, I like weird lenses. I use a lot of old vintage lenses on my digital cameras. Now that's nothing new, and there's nothing really weird about using old film camera lenses on your digital cameras, but you can get a bit weirder than that. I've got a little CCTV lens that I use on my Fuji films, and that's great. I've also got a World War II aerial reconnaissance lens that I've tried shooting from a tiger moth. That was fun. But today I've got a projector lens on my Fuji films. Now, a projector lens is really an inside-out lens because it's made to gather light from the rear and project it out the front of the lens onto a screen or wall. So it's made to treat light the opposite direction than a normal camera lens, which gathers light from what's in front of it and focuses onto a sensor or the film. So using a projector lens on a camera is a bit strange because you're asking it to do things the opposite way than how it was made. I can hear banging in the background. I'm at Montmorency and the blacksmiths are in the forge hammering away. So a bit of accompaniment. So the other day, the op shop near the radio station where I volunteer was throwing out a old slide projector, and before I went in the bin they asked me if I wanted it. Being a mug, I said yeah, I'll have that. I have no idea what I'm going to use it for, but I took it home and I'm looking at it and thinking, hang on, this has got a lens in it which is easily removable, and what's more, it was a Voigtlander. So this is my first Voigtlander lens. It's just a bit of a strange one. So I got the lens and I thought, how am I going to put it on my cameras? Because there's no mount for it. It screws into the front of the slide projector and it's not made for cameras. So my son-in-law is a 3D printer and I said, I need something that will connect to my camera and hold the lens. And I happen to have some of these M65 helicoids, they're called. I got them off Amazon or somewhere a couple of years ago, and I've used them for some other strange lenses. How can I attach this projector lens to this? Because I've got one of these with a GFX mount for the medium format, and I've got one for the FX mount. So we thought about it for a little bit and designed a brilliant little thing. There it is. Now, the projector lens has a bit of a thread in it. That's for the focusing system on the slide projector. And he even made a little duvallaki, for want of a better word, inside here that this threads onto. So I can now thread this into the adapter he 3D printed and move it in and out a bit just to refine focus. And he's even got a thread mount here to go in my M65 helicoids. So now it screws on the front, nice and simple. And of course the helicoids are the focus system. So I can now use this Voigtlander projector lens on both my FX cameras and my GFX. So brilliant job. But is this lens actually worth using? Is it any good? What are the images like from it? So I got some portrait shots. My wife, my dog, one of my wife's clients, my wife's a dressmaker, and one of her clients happily said, yeah, I'll pose for a photo. So I got some good shots there too. And it turned out really good portrait lens. Focus is critical. It's a very fine plane of focus, because this is a f2.9 fixed aperture. There's no aperture blades in here at all. You can't change that. 2.9 always. So very thin depth of field. So you really have to concentrate when you're focusing on the subject. However, that does wonderful things to the background, as you can see with these portrait shots. Got slightly bubble or onion ring, I think they call it, bokeh, but also a bit of a swirl as it goes out to the edges. Those highlights turn elliptical, so you get a bit of a swirl character as well with this Voigtlander projector lens. Then I thought, oh well, what about some nature shots, landscape, things like that. So we went out to Montdelancey, which is just down the road from where I live. Beautiful old historic homestead. And they got lovely gardens, so I've been wandering around the gardens taking photos of the trees. It's autumn here, so that helped as well. And beautiful setting, great place to test out whether this thing did, say, landscapes or nature shots. And I was very happy with the results. Now I will say, I think I got better results using it on the medium format. Focus was a bit better, was a little bit sharper where it focused. The results were better on the bigger sensor. The bigger the sensor, the better the result. They're okay on the FX, but I found if I really want something more spectacular, I'll use it on the medium format. You can change the close focusing distance by manipulating how far in and out the lens itself goes on the adapters, and of course using the adapters as well. So there you go, a bit of a versatile lens there, this projector lens from Voigtlander. It's called a Talon 1 2.9 85mm. 85 on the FX would be about 130mm. On the GFX, goes the other way, it'd be in the high 60s, I think. Either way, that's a good length for portraits. So what do you think? I'm not the first one to do this, of course, but have you played around with projector lenses or any other strange lenses? Let us know in the comments below how you fared and what you did and what you have. But whatever camera you got and whatever weird lens you got, pick it up, take it for a walk and have some fun. Bye.